'cause I wanna make you mine, pretty lady. I just wanna make you mine, 'cause right now I'm ready to claim you as my own and give you love sublime. It's time, 'cause you're the kind of girl that's only seen in movies, grace and class in every single step you take. I wanna be the only one you call your baby. To hear you say my name would excite the man in me. But I'm shy and sometimes I can't find the words to say. No, if I told you just what I'm thinking, it'd come out this way. Bring yourself over here, 'cause I wanna make you mine, pretty lady. Oh, I just wanna make you mine, 'cause right now I'm ready to claim you as my own and give you love sublime. It's time to hold you in my arms. I just wanna love you, to keep you safe and warm, but no one else above you. Make you mine, I really wanna make you mine.
How did you two get together?
So we met in 2013 in medical school.
House party.
Yeah, we met at a house party. It was my first week of medical school. I was just starting my first week as a first year. Corey was a second year. And we all, there was a get together, house party, and I literally just met him on a whim. Someone introduced me to him, and
She was dance battling one of my friends from afar and then pushed him. And then the whole place just went, oh! I just remember.
oh my gosh. Yeah. So that was his first witness of me. So, it's been gracious ever since.
Yeah, you've calmed down quite a bit.
He was already involved in the orchestra we had a group called Medicine in the Arts, and I was a part of the dance team. He's part of orchestra. So we were at a lot of the same meetings. And then we were both doing the Christian Medical Dental Association meetings and Bible studies. So that's how we really formed a friendship.
Yeah, I think Malik, one of our mutual friends, originally introduced us, but from there we kind of just formed a friendship. And
we were friends for months before we actually started dating.
Wow, that's great. That's great.
We met when I walked into Abercrombie.
I happened to be working, and she couldn't find anyone to help her. So first she asked me to help her with the fitting room. And then she still couldn't find anyone to help her. So then she came and asked me if I could ring her up. And we were just casually talking and discovered she had just graduated from UVA. And so I just said we were always hired in recent grads, so here's the card.
I'll add, I never shopped at Abercrombie previously. So it was totally by chance that I was in there. Yeah.
Nice.
So that's how we met. That's how we met.
Yeah. We were all supposed to go to Cox Farms for their Fields of Fear.
Yeah.
The Fields of Fear. Anyway, we're all supposed to go, but it had rained, and in our group text, everybody bailed. But she said, do you still want to go? And I was like, sure, why not?
And we just kept hanging out and going to do things. So I invited Joe to go to a Choose concert. We went and hung out at a bunch of different things, but then like it was kind of like cemented, solidified after. And then I think like the next time we went on a date, we like made it official.
Like on Facebook and everything too. Like,
yeah.
We met first at your grandparents' house, at your Nana and Granddaddy's house in Alexandria. I was attending George Mason University, and I was still working in Tidewater, Virginia, because we're from Virginia Beach, 757, shout out about that. And I needed a packet, and I wasn't able to get up here in time. So because your grandparents had knew me as a youngster, I called your Nana and had asked her, would she have someone to go pick up the packet for me? And then I came up with your aunts and a friend to pick up the packet, and lo and behold, he was there. And he started flirting then. He was trying to mark territory then.
That's about right.
Yeah, yeah. He was like, because even your aunties were teasing, did you see him flirting with her? So he was not. So I was in denial. I initially went into my denial. I was like, the pursuit ensued on his part, because I was running. I was a bit running. I was doing some footwork, but I slowed down, and either he ran harder or I slowed down. Something happened, but and yeah, that's how that started. We started dating that year, that October that year.
We met at work at a job that neither one of us wanted to go to. Really?
Yeah, really. I mean, I was transferring to a project in downtown DC, and she was about to come on board to that project as well, which she was probably had no desire to come on board, and we just instantly kind of had a vibe together. I honestly think that I did some of the Southern charm, being from down south. I was good Southern man, had good manners, hospitable. It's just like, oh, he's so different.
And didn't understand a word he was saying, but it was in an area or for a company or a business that I just was like, I'm not working here. Mm-hmm. I left. I didn't even go in for the interview, and I turned around and left, and I went down the escalator because I caught the train to go downtown. And as clear as I'm talking to you, I heard an audible voice saying, "Your blessing's there."
Oh.
So in my carnal mind, I'm thinking financially or something, because I was looking for a job that I could work early, because I was taking some classes, and didn't realize that my blessing was him. So I turned back around, went on back, and did the interview, and had an attitude. And it was like, well, they're going to have to offer me this, so I'm not taking the job. Got home, checked my email, and it was the exact figure that I had the attitude with and saying that they had to offer me. And so I accepted the job, and here we are.
Yeah, we met on a dating app. Went to a brewery in my neighborhood to get a beer one night after work. Adrian told me all about how he broke his ankle or his foot at his homecoming dance in high school, and that was very endearing. And then I was stuck with him.
Yeah, and she told me she hiccuped every single day.
Yeah, that was the first thing I told you about myself.
Yep.
Yeah, we've been together about 5.5 years. It'll be 6 in July of 2022. And we've been married for just over 1.5 years, which is pretty weird. It's all been during the pandemic. So what a time to start a marriage.
Right?
Yeah, it was definitely a big shift, because we went from living separately to not only living together, but also working from the same place every day. So we kind of went from really having our own space and having a significant amount of time apart to basically being in the same 1,400 square feet 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I
Harder than I thought it
really. I was worried about not having my own space or anything, but it turned out okay.
would. She's okay.
I haven't gotten tired of you yet, so we're doing all right.
We're here now, so hey, I like that.
So we met in college in New York, and we were both in the School of Art and Design. And we were friends first because we had the exact same class schedule. So between our classes, we would always go to lunch and dinner with the same group of friends first year. And then the next year, we were the only two left out of that friend group who had the same schedule in the second year. So we ended up continuing to go to lunch and dinner together in between classes, just the two of us. But that wasn't anything weird to us because we were just, we'd always done that anyway.
Yeah, so we had known each other since the first day of school in college. But we didn't start dating until the end of the second year of college.
I just liked him as a person, and I think I just grew to respect who he was, and I knew that he was such a kind and warm person, and that was how I knew him.
You're more than just my woman crush, much more to me than some silly little selfie. I'd rather go on a date for two than use emojis to talk to you. 'Cause when I'm with you, it's clear to see. Some people try to fake love, but you and I, we make love. Some people think that we're crazy, 'cause we choose to keep exclusivity because we see a relationship as more than likes, regrets, or comments. A true commitment, just you and me. Some people try to fake love, but you and I, we make love. This lasts for more than a minute. It's for a whole lifetime. What we have is more than an image. It's real, so real. 'Cause you've got a heart that I cherish, and I hold it close to mine. 'Cause no filter could ever capture the love in your eyes. 'Cause could ever be. We'll never have to fake love, 'cause all we do is make love.
What would you say is a thing or multiple things, it's up to you, something that is the glue that keeps your relationship intact and thriving?
Yeah.
Hands down, our relationship with God, keeping Christ at the center of our marriage, has at the center of our relationship, has absolutely been the glue, hands down. Like without that, like it would have been, there probably would have been rockier spots, or rocky spots would have been harder, you know, if we hadn't had that lens that we're, you know, approaching marriage through. Because I think we have a mutual respect for one another, and we want to serve each other, and we want to bring people to Christ through our marriage. So that's been the goal of our relationship from the beginning. Communication,
and like a lot of it. And there will be arguments, of course, but that's all part of communicating. But like, you know, pushing through the argument, understanding the basis of the argument, and a lot of patience, and a willingness to admit that you may not be right.
Being able to apologize. Yeah,
that's a big one. Yeah, but it all falls under that umbrella of proper communication.
Patience.
See, he wrote his T.
Understanding.
Amen.
Forgiveness. Compassion. And laughter.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's it. And just, I was reading 1 Corinthians 13, and it said, love is large. And I went, wow. I said, that's an awesome way to describe, love. And it's large, and it covers so many areas and territories, and loving someone takes all the things your dad just mentioned, and it just takes that and then some. But because it takes like in investing, and you can't be married by yourself. It takes two people to be willing to be in there together.
Being naked. One thing that
taking notes, being naked. Okay.
We discovered, through the ups and downs is, when I say being naked, that means being vulnerable with your mate, that you could share anything and not feel as if you're going to get yourself in trouble, be exposed with how you feel. We just got to the point where, I just needed to, I don't like what just occurred. What you said to me, it bothered me, it frustrated me, it just hurt my feelings. And once we got to that point of truly being naked and vulnerable with one another, it just allowed, honestly, us to be free.
Communication.
Okay.
Such a cop-out.
That's a good one, though.
And saying I'm sorry, which is part of communication, but figuring out how to apologize and work through it.
I think also laughter.
Laughter?
We have a lot of fun together.
She's a lot of fun with me.
Adrian has no fun with me, but he's sticking through it.
I try to make it through the day.
I do feel like communication has been good, though. I feel like that's changed a lot, how we communicate with one another and how we understand what the other person needs, kind of from the start of our relationship until now. I think that has really changed a lot, both in terms of better understanding for ourselves what we need and learning how to communicate that to the other person, and then also coming to understand like how to best love and care for each other.
Yeah.
Definitely a big learning curve there.
Yeah.
Okay. What would you say is the glue that keeps your love together, that makes your love last. It can be more than one thing, isn't it?
So like we said, we didn't really know if this was going to work out. This is totally a gut thing, you know? And because of our like huge cultural differences, you know? So the only thing that really, or one of the only things, or the main thing that really gave us a lot to talk about was our faith. And so that was kind of the thing that connected us. And we seemed to like, the more we talked about it, the more things we agreed on. And that was kind of where we had started. I think we're both, we just really like each other's company. We really don't really do anything apart from each other. When one of us has to like go do something separately, it's like a kind of drag kind of thing. I don't really ever feel like we want to be apart, you know, at any point. It's just like we really like hanging out with each other. I think it's the main thing.
Let me tell you about my girl. She's everything to me. More than just a reverie, she fulfills my every need. Takes away my worries every time she comes around. With a single smile, she's got me floating off the ground. She knows just the thing to say to drive the rain away, with sunshine on a cloudy day. And I love her when she says my name in that special way. She's my lover and my friend, better than I could imagine. On a scale from 1 to 10, she's my 11. Oh, oh, oh. Only one I want to make a pair with, 3 words forever declare. A 5-star kind of romance that we share. Like 6 belongs right next to 7, mates for all 9 lives we share. And 10's 11 every single way. She's my lover and my friend, better than I could imagine. On a scale from 1 to 10, she's my 11. She's my 11. She's mine. Oh, she's mine for all time. She's my lover and my friend, better than I could imagine. On a scale from 1 to 10, she's my 11. Oh, she's my 11.
would you say is a song or songs that describe each other and or the relationship as a whole?
Oh, the Parliament. Not just Knee Deep by Parliament Funkadelic.
That's Corey. That's Corey all the way. But our relationship.
I think La Vie en Rose. I think about that with Louis Armstrong. That was our song that we
The wedding song.
Also, I think about New Flame. Remember New Flame with Chris Brown?
Yeah.
Usher?
Well, we have the song that represents us meeting.
Okay.
Like the start of our relationship, because
It is not a love song.
it's not a love song, but we worked at A&F and it was on the playlist. So Rihanna's "We Found Love in a Hopeless Place." I don't know, from a sentimental side, for me, At Last, Etta James.
Etta James. Yeah.
That's fun for me because it's like, I had my share of experiences younger, and finally, at last, found the one. So that's fun.
Very nice.
The first one's kind of old school. Is "Wind Beneath My Wings."
Okay.
You hear Bette Midler from the movie Beaches, because he has been the wind. He's been my champion. He's my rock. That wind, that pushes me, that carries me. The wind that refreshes me. He's the wind beneath my wings. The other song is "Best Part" by her. I love that, and that reminds me of your dad. So that's what I think when I think of him. That's the song those two songs, "Wind Beneath My Wing" and "Best Part."
When we first got together, I used to tease him all the time. And this song came out that Destiny Child made. Ooh, boy, you looking like you like what you see, what you come up over. And I still, every now and then, will throw that song out there too. And when I catch him looking at me, I'll be like, ooh, boy, you looking like you like.
Man, yes, man. That's the jam. I'm just.
Then I break it down for him.
That's our song.
I was thinking of More Than Words for Ellen. Yeah. That you love me.
I think that a song that makes me think of Adrian is probably Appalachian Wine by 11D7. I don't know. I think it's just about a relationship that contains a lot of difficulty and also a lot of sweetness. And that, I think, is a good reflection of what marriage is actually like.
Ain't No Mountain High Enough, because it took a lot of time and we went through a lot to get to the point of actually getting married.
Yeah, we dated for 6 years and we had a lot of things to deal with. And I think that all just prepared us, in the end.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely the song Ain't No Mountain High Enough was definitely represented us. And I think it still does.
It does.
Yeah.
There is a force that knows no bounds. It sometimes puzzles and confounds. It don't take long to grab a hold, and when it does, it won't let go. It hits you deep down in your soul and lights a fire inside your bones. The greatest passion that you ever know. They call it tender love. It always pulls you in so close. Yes, tender love. You have to make the most of every chance you get to be with the one that causes nice and fun. She's everything you ever dreamed that you could have. And you recognize she's your better half. All your friends and family say he's got it really bad. They see that you're in love, the kind that makes you lose your mind. Yes, in love, it makes you go dumb, deaf, and blind to every flaw, little insecurity. 'Cause now you know what hopelessly devoted really means. It is so real, and yet surreal. There are no words for how you feel. With every look of her you take, you find your breath has gone away. She took your heart without a sound. Your head is spinning all around. This girl has got you forever spellbound by her. Tender love, nobody said it'd be like this. No, tender love, amorous ecstasy and bliss, the kind you see in sentimental movie scenes. But Hollywood can never truly recreate this tender love. It always pulls you in so close. Yes, tender love, you have to make the most of every chance you get to be with the one that causes your heart to. Or would you ever pass a love like this?
I don't know. Can we cut?
Cut.
Hmm.
Take two.
This will be cut out, I'm sure.